I'm getting my wisdom teeth out today. So I have to get my wisdom teeth out today. I say have to, but that's what's really bugging me. I don't have to get my wisdom teeth out today. 15 years ago, two things were happening. The first one was that I was grinding my teeth at night because I'm a nervous wreck of a human being. And the second thing is that my wisdom teeth were coming in. And at the time, I had an absolutely psychotic dentist. He leans into me and he says, "You know what? I really enjoy pulling wisdom teeth. I get a kick out of it." Great! I don't opt to have parts of my body removed on a whim or because somebody likes taking them out of my body. I'd like to keep the wisdom teeth in just the same, thank you very much. If we leave the wisdom teeth in, you'll grind, but you'll grind them down. And it doesn't really matter because we can always remove them. I love removing them. Sure. Just keep them in my face. The other thing that happened is very shortly after, he made me one of these things. You'll notice that mine it's like a doggy chew toy in my mouth. The problem is that this goes and covers every single one of my teeth except the two wisdom teeth at the back. My new dentist, of course, saw that I had one of these and it's breaking down, and she sees opportunity to make bucks by making me a new appliance. You're a backbiter. Excuse me, your teeth don't fit together. They just close on the two back wisdom teeth and everything else is gappy. Yeah, I've noticed that my teeth don't fit together. It might be a matter of removing your wisdom teeth. Oh, crap. But because it didn't cover the back wisdom teeth, it kept your mouth spaced at night. And your wisdom teeth at the back, all four of them grew, and they just keep growing until they hit something, so they hit each other. That's why when I close my mouth, I just close on the back wisdom teeth, and I can't, none of the rest of my teeth touch. If you get rid of the wisdom teeth, what's the likelihood that my teeth will finally fit together again? 100%, it'll happen instantly. You get the wisdom teeth out, they'll instantly fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. It'll be perfect. I said, okay. I talked to the oral surgeon about whether my teeth would fit together. I told him my theory that the reason I was grinding at night is because my teeth didn't fit together. And every night I'd just be sitting there trying to make them all lock together in place like they used to before the whizzies were in. Nah, I don't know about that. Maybe? So off I go this morning to the oral surgeon to get my wisdom teeth out. Electively, I feel like I'm a pawn of greedy dentists. But here's what I am the most nervous about. It's not the pain, it's not the fact that I have to apparently use a syringe to hose out my stinky gum holes so I don't get dry socket. Oh God, that sounds horrible. It's not the fact that all of my friends and coworkers and my spouse have been telling me their terrible stories about their wisdom teeth extraction. What I'm really nervous about is getting put under. I've never had surgery before. I've never broken a bone. I've never had general anesthetic. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. So apart from food, I'm not used to a substance controlling the way that I feel and act. And I'm really, really nervous about that. If we were to plumb the deepest, darkest depths of my fear, it would be that I'm going to say something while high that is outrageously offensive. CNN front page, can you believe this guy said this after going to the dentist, kind of offensive. Maybe I've got a really dark black heart at the root of it. That's what I'm terrified. We're going to go to the oral surgeon. I'm not allowed to film in there, but I'm going to ask my wife to get some shots of me after I come out. And everybody films themselves when they go to the dentist and they say hilarious things, and none of them are horribly offensive or would get anybody arrested for hate speech. So, let's see how it goes. So the plan was originally for my wife Cheryl to drive me home from the oral surgery clinic, but Cheryl does not have her driver's license. She's got her permit. I think my license specifically says you can't be the responsible driver if you're tripping balls on laughing gas. Instead, we've got special guest star Grandpa Ed. Say hi, Grandpa Ed.
Hi.
And he's going to drive me home. Very gracious of him. It was a last minute thing, and I super appreciate it. So that's the plan. We'll be there shortly. All right, we're at the place. There's a big sign inside the operating theater that says no filming. This will be it for a good hour or more. Here we go.
I don't even know where the hell we are. Where the hell are we?
Whitby. It's done. My mouth is numb.
You're a bit loopier than you usually are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Listen.
Speaking from experience.
I hate Belgians. Chinese people can all die in a fire.
No,
And I
Ryan.
hate Belgians. Well, that was my big fear. You asked me what my big fear was, and I didn't want to tell you. My big fear was that I would say something asinine and offensive.
Right.
But I don't feel super loopy at all, so it's fine. It's fine. I feel fine.
Right.
I'm out of bed now. I've slept the entire day. The entire front of my face is swollen, and I thought I would only have problems with the side, but no, it's this whole area right here. I haven't eaten in 30 hours, not since lunchtime yesterday, so my current status is eating a popsicle with a knife and fork. Here's a quick update. It's the end of day 1. I spent the entire day in bed. I think it looks like very little of any swelling at all on my face. I don't have the guts to poke my tongue back around there to find out what's going on. I don't really want to. I think it's going okay, but they do say that the pain and discomfort kind of ramps up. So today's Thursday. Friday's going to be worse, they say, and Saturday's going to be the worst. So I'll report back to tell you if that is indeed the case. But so far, so good. Okay, it's day 3. I shaved my beard. We skipped day 2 entirely. No swelling, no weirdness, no nothing. It's just been like a complete breeze. So I thought we could talk about drugs. These are the medications that were prescribed to me. This is an antibiotic. This is ibuprofen. And this is the notorious Tylenol 3 pill with codeine, I'm guessing. Yep. Codeine. When I said that one of my biggest fears about getting my wisdom teeth removed was saying something that I would regret while I was coming out of a stupor, I'm full of ridiculous fears. So another one of my fears, being somebody who's totally straight edge, I was worried that I was going to get hooked on painkillers. We've got, an opioid crisis going on, and I have no idea what an opioid is or whether this is one of them, but what I do know is that when Cheryl went to pick these up for me, she had to provide her ID. These are apparently some pretty serious pills. It says right on them, this medication may cause constipation, and apparently the international symbol for constipation is like somebody with like a samurai has slashed through their tummy, which is not really what constipation feels like to me. And I weigh myself every single morning, and I'm getting heavier. So that's how I can tell I'm constipated, because none of the food that I'm eating is coming out of me. I wouldn't depict that as a samurai slashing my stomach. I put maybe like a big brick, like a cinder block in the middle of my gut, and that's kind of what it feels like to me. But the bottle says may cause dizziness or drowsiness, and the international symbol for may cause dizziness or drowsiness is a head with samurai sword slashes through it, which again isn't what dizzy feels. I would go birds. I go birds, maybe stars, a couple of orbits, but this is happening to me. So the constipation, the dizziness, I don't know why people like these so much and why you pay so much for them when you're not on prescription, because they're just, I don't know, they have the consistency of like chalky tartan tinies. They're not really doing anything for me. I pooped! But now I have a bigger problem, and that's that we were just at dinner, and it feels like one of the stitches up here has come loose and is like dangling on the inside of my mouth, which is horrible. Cheryl has reminded me that happened to her when she had her wisdom teeth out. And what did I make her do? I made her cut her own stitch herself with scissors. But since she's such a long-loving wife, she's going to cut my stitch out of my mouth for me. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Thank you, Cheryl. Let's do it.
Put your tongue down. No, like not natural in your mouth. I can't even see the stitch. Oh, it's not hanging out.
Let me dislodge it. I don't feel it.
Oh, God.
Does that mean it came loose? Here, look around.
Okay. I don't see a stitch.
What do stitches taste like?
Okay, hold on a second. Where's your... Can I just use the back end of this, like...
Okay.
tool? Yeah, there's a stitch way up there.
Is it dangling?
I don't want to... Do you want me to see if I can hook it out?
Wait. With this thing?
Gently.
That's a no.
Gently.
That's a hard no.
I'm not.
It's not going to happen.
I'm not. I've never hurt you. I never hurt him. Do you want me to see? Okay, then we're gonna leave it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that outcome. It's day 6. I had this stitch hanging from the left side of my mouth, the other side, the side that Cheryl wasn't trying to get. And then it had like a little piece of food stuck to it. So it was like a little tiny wrecking ball in my mouth swinging back and forth. Look, it came out. It's on my finger, the stitch. I got it. It's like Christmas in my mouth. So I thought that while it was still fresh in my mind, I would describe the experience of going under in case you're like me and you've never been under and you're nervous about it. I was really nervous about being put under, and I've talked a lot about fears in this video. What I did have was the fear of waking up during the surgery, which would have been my ultimate nightmare. The anesthetist was a very pretty redheaded lady who cracked a lot of jokes, so she put me right at ease, and I really appreciated that. It's funny, we talked about how redheads are weirdly unsusceptible to anesthetic. That's a true fact. Go look that up. It's really interesting. So she put the gas mask on me, and I've never had that before. I expected it to be kind of like a big, like Darth Vader kind of thing, but it was really just a little, it was almost like a little rubber bottle cap with a little strap there, like a fetish costume or something. So she put it on my nose, and the nurses were buzzing around getting everything ready, and she said, take deep breaths and you're gonna start feeling a little tingly and a little heavy. And I got really nervous. First of all, I'm a bit overweight, so I already feel heavy all the time, but I didn't feel the particular feelings that she was telling me that I was gonna have. I didn't feel tingly. I didn't feel any heavy than normal, so I was getting a little bit nervous. I could hear the tinkle of metal instruments being prepared behind me, whether that's the giant dentist pliers or I don't know what it was. Should be getting tingly right about now. I feel like I'm gonna cry. So I was getting pretty darn nervous. So she said, you'll feel a little pinch, and that just felt like, if you ever get blood drawn, no big deal. If you're afraid of needles, big deal, but I'm not, so it was cool. But then, I wasn't tingly, I wasn't heavy, I didn't feel like I was, dozing off or drowsing or anything. I didn't, they call it laughing gas, I guess. I didn't feel giggly or nothing. It felt like I was doing nothing. I was getting a bit paranoid. And so I heard the nurses kind of go, murmur, murmur, murmur. Should we give him the murmur, murmur? Yeah, I think we should give him the murmur, 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 murmur. And I was thinking, what's the murmur, murmur, murmur? And then within a few seconds, gone. Not even just out. And I didn't wake up until I vaguely remember being pushed in a wheelchair, and that's when I was starting to, or at least I can recall that I was starting to sort of come out of it, and they must have picked my big heavy body up. I don't remember any of that, and that feels super creepy. I mean, they hoisted me bodily out of 2 chairs, and I don't recall it at all. I just remember them putting me in the easy chair, and they said, how do you feel? And I was very keen on not saying anything incriminating, so I said, lucid. I feel lucid. And that was the experience of being put under. Didn't wake up. Only feel the pinprick of a needle. I got the sweet, sweet, and everything was beautiful. Flash forward. I got my wisdom teeth out back in August, and it is now January. Did my teeth fit together right away? No, they didn't. It actually took a while. Now, 6 months later, I'm actually starting to feel that they do fit together, which is quite nice. Did I get one of those syringes to clean up my sticky gum holes? Yes. Was it a big deal to use? No, not really. I paid $1,694 for the privilege of getting my wisdom teeth out, and I just got fitted for another nighttime night guard appliance to protect my teeth from grinding. But now that they're starting to fit together, you know what? I don't know if I fully need it. So there you have it. Maybe I did need to get my wisdom teeth out. Maybe it has kind of improved my life a little bit. Now I'm happy to report that because of the money that I paid, which insurance mostly covered, a few dentists can eat. And because my teeth are fitting together a bit better,
So can I.